Thought I'd play a quick gaming session. Set my timer. How about we'll play for an hour? Alright, we're in Wraith Mountains, and probably a good idea. Hill Giants or Bouncers. And with Ranger tracking, I think Bouncers is a great idea. Now, I hope I'm going the right way to get out of this zone. Tracking. So I saw Boot Strutter run this way, so it's probably this way to the exit. Lots of blue things. Blue things. Still having issues with the sound. I probably just need to restart my computer or just do a clean, fresh reinstall of my game. But time's short. I don't have the time right now to mess around with, troubleshooting. So let's just get out here and fight. I want to get some levels on this character. And I have to gain more levels to finish off the Keynote's Badge of Honor quest. You have to be high level. You have to kill a guy and there's some ads. I think they're really tough. But that's not the only goal I have in mind for this character. But that's a good end goal. Like, if there's a long-term goal in mind, it's to finish the Keynote's Badge of Honor quest. I read up about how to do it. There's not a whole lot of information about maybe minimal level you need to be. I could always do it with some help. That would make things so easy. But I could also do it solo. Alright, we're in the Firot. I love those the baby ones, the little lizard guys. I thought they did a great job on those lizard models. Alright, so we can track the bouncers. Easy. Bouncer Flurb, I see him on radar. It says he's southeast. He's to the left. Straight ahead. So before we fight, engage, let's refresh buffs. I might even need to meditate. Meditation. So people say I'm allergic to mana. I'm impatient. And the only other thing I think I need would be Call Sky. Bramblecoat would be good too, but let's see, where's mana? Yeah, we're kind of low on mana. He's heading to the left. How about we sit on the road, plop right down, and wait for him to come? There he is. Oh man, am I ready? I think I'm ready. I mean, I've got some mana. I'm strong. Alright, what should we start out with? Snare? Let's just do a snare just in case I want to run around. Do the Ranger flop. And pounce. Smash you. Man, I'm really craving a Whataburger right now. I like Whataburgers. And some people may never have tried Whataburger. Their fries are just average. Everything else about them is average. But the burgers, it's how they sauce it up, I guess. They use mustard and onions. And some pepper. You can tell they pepper the meat. However they do the beef seasoning, and then the combination of the onions, which are diced, chopped / diced, I guess, and the mustard combo is really good. I'm not even sure if they put ketchup on there. If they do, it's a very small amount. I don't think they do. And they don't put mayo on their burgers, so that's the difference. When you go to Burger King, you get a little mayo on your burger, on your Whopper, ketchup, but they don't do mustard. And then you go to some other places and they put mustard, and I don't like a combination of mustard and cheese, like a cheeseburger with mustard. So when you get the Whataburger, you say, no cheese, please. And that's the way I think it's best. So I just face tanked him, and look at that. Not too bad. Haven't even been throwing kicks in there, I'm just talking. I like this. Yeah, we need to get some game sounds, because the game sounds are soothing and relaxing. Gives you that nostalgic vibe. Missing out on that. Work our way towards the bridge, and there it is. I'll regenerate health while I'm running around, but let's go ahead and look for the other guy. see Roar's pet, but we'll stop at the vendor first. And Bounce Our Herd is already up. It'd be nice to stagger them, just to stagger them. And I'll hit the B button, opens up every bag instantly. And shield. We need to fix this setup. It's all over the place. Make it look nice and concise. Alright, so that and the shield. I can sell this hulking club. Don't know why I'm carrying it. It just weighs 4.5 stone. I can't just carry that around. Maybe some newbie will find it and say, score. Hit the jackpot. Alright, now let's take a look here. Experience-wise, we're well on our way to level 44. And let's find that bouncer. He says he's straight ahead. How about we just sit for a second and put on a fresh bramble coat. Gives me time to regenerate more health while I'm refreshing my buffs. Bramble coat's a great spell. And it lasts a long time. So you don't have to constantly refresh it on you. Maybe we should throw up the spell that lets you see better. Eye of the Cat. I wish this one lasted longer. Probably lasts about 25 minutes or 30 minutes. It's my guess. It's not too dark, but I don't want it to be dark. Strength of the Earth. How about we give ourselves Strength of the Earth too, since I'm buffing. Extra strength is always good. Gives you that extra attack power. Carry more stuff. And I've got bat wings for levitating. Wonder why I didn't just levitate over Lake Raftier. I actually ran or swam through. I didn't need to do all that. So it says Bouncer Herd is straight ahead. I'm pretty close to full life. I'm fully buffed. Oh, someone is, oh, he's AFK. Thought he was fighting the bouncers. It says it's straight ahead and to the right. Straight ahead. It's gonna be right up, he's gonna appear any second. Here we go. Straight ahead. How far is he? Ha. Right, snare this mean dude. How about we also Stinging Swarm on him? And how about I just face smash? Easy stuff. I'm not using my arrows at the moment or crafting new arrows. That's when I start fighting difficult things that can run and give me more trouble, but these guys aren't too bad. I think I started fighting them around level 41 and now I'm 43, so I used to have to retreat and snare and shoot them with arrows and heal and just do all this fancy stuff. Now I'm just face tanking. My preferred method. But you know, I might have to retreat. Might have to. Stinging Swarm wore off. Well, you still got snare, so let's back off and let's shoot him with an arrow. Ranged attack. Just another range attack. Let's heal ourselves. And then do another range attack. Re-engage. For the win. I got some root beer. This is a previously opened root beer. I recapped it. That's where I like these bottled drinks. You can recap them, put them back in the fridge. It was only 2 large gulps remaining. And now I'm still thirsty. I also got bottled water. And when you're thirsty, nothing is better than cold, clean, clear, tasty water. I can gulp like a whole bottled water down in one massive gulp, and it's so good. Alright, I'm just gonna chill right here. I'm looking for a place to sit where I won't get interrupted by lizards. They will pounce once I sit. Dude, can I just get a safe spot to relax? We'll sit right here. I know they spawn right here. One spawns here. And so does Roar. He also spawns out there. And you can, I'll be able to see when they spawn. Oh, he's already up. Look at that. He's heading to the left. That was quick. One heal and sit. I'll sit and meditate for about 30 seconds. Super survey event. I'm still playing those games. I just don't play this much, you know, on my phone. So when I have this downtime when I'm meditating, I play these passive idle games on my phone. I've been playing them for several months now. And with how busy I am at work, I've kind of, you know, neglected my phone games. Everquest. Just been too busy, and it's not been enjoyable. All right, now we have to refresh another buff. It's not necessary to fight with Call of Sky. I just feel like it's nice. It makes the Ranger stand out from other melee classes as having these kind of self buffs. Sorry, I'm burping. Trying not to burp in the mic. Let's go ahead and throw it back up. No, he's heading to the left. I was gonna wait and see if he just runs past my... There he is. He was about to run past me, and I was just waiting there for him to run past me. So let's get ready. What should we do? Snare. He's in the water playing. I'll shoot him with an arrow too. Oh, what's he doing? Is he fighting zombies? Can't even see him. Ah. What the hell is he doing? Ah, he's sneaky. Snare. Ranged shot. This is like a combo. And then dot. Run in for a smack. I remember fighting games. I think the first game that really had combos was Street Fighter 2. You could do like little 3-hit combos. And there was a double dragon punch. And that was so damaging. It would do like a half dragon punch, and then it would finish with like a full dragon punch. So it was like 2 in 1. That'd be a good 2-hit combo with massive damage. And once you learn how to do that, it's like you were devastating. It's like your power move. Now, I'm thinking like combos and things like that started out in games as like glitches or unintended things. And they became a big feature. That's my guess. Is doing all those big hit combos. These people like to do them. And even in Mortal Kombat, there was 2-hit combos. Say you were to play Scorpion, you would be able to jump kick, and then before the opponent landed, because when you kicked, they'd fly through the air. Before they landed, you would do that, come over here, and you would get them in the air and catch them, and then you pulled them, and then you would finish with an uppercut. So it was like a combo move. And then for Louis Kang, you can do a jump kick and then flying kick towards them before they land on the ground. So that was their 2-hit combo. And for Raiden, the same thing. You'd be able to do that flying move, and so you'd like a 2-hit combo, and it was really good. And then combos became more complex after that with little juggling moves where you would keep the character airborne, and you would try to do as many hits and damage before the character landed on the ground. Because once they landed, you would just kind of shuffle them and juggle them in the air, and then then you would do your finishing blow that would send them flying. So that's when games really became like this competitive thing. But early in the game, it wasn't about the player versus player. People would put their quarter on the arcade machine to say, I'm next, or they would say, they would just put a quarter in and play you and fight you. But it was more popular just to throw your quarters up, and you would keep playing until you were beat all the computer-controlled opponents to beat the game. Most people did that. I say 90% of the players would just play the computer enemy, and then when you lost or you ran out of quarters, someone else would continue where you left off, or they would start from the beginning. I never put a quarter in